Hey, it's another great day at the Solomon Training Institute. Believe it or not, it is the will of God for you to prosper. Hey, listen, I'm glad you are looking at this, and so hopefully we can position ourselves to be a help to you in our economic climate and environment. Hey, listen, if you want to know more about what we do, you can come here and you can simply book a call, and we'd love to work with you and talk with you about what we do. Of course, the government disclaimer is very relevant and it is very real. I am not a broker dealer. I am not licensed or authorized by any regulatory authority to trade on your behalf or to even give you financial advice, individualized financial advice. Just an educator, and according to the CFTC, we have to let you know that trading any kind of leverage instrument is risky. And so that you need to be aware of that. Now, it's important that you understand that our education is something that you can bank on. We help you understand the risk, which will help you actually understand, the reward as well. So it's important that you know that. Now, it's real critical that you recognize and understand that this is not what we call or what is known as a get rich quick scheme. So first of all, we're talking about 30 days just to evaluate and learn. Okay. So that's 30 days right there, just evaluating and learning. Then we're talking about 90 to 120 days spent doing what? In application. In other words, simulation and market replay practice without assuming any financial risk. Right. And then understanding the time frame, because everybody does not learn and apply at the same rate. So it may take you 90 days, it may take Jay 100 days, it may take Sue 120 days. We don't know. Right. But what we do is we learn your learning style, and then we help you in the best way that we can. Our entire staff does that. It's important that you understand, and this is what we call psychology, being in the right mindset, that profitable trading is a skill. It's not something that you just do automatically, or something that's that just happens by osmosis. No, but it's a skill, right? And then those persons who have never traded before, you can bank on the higher end of the 120 days. But you go to school for 4 years, and that's more than 120 days, and sometimes you don't even get a job in that field. So I think this study is worth it. It's worth you doing it and making sure. So we require a couple of things from you. There's some expectations that we have for you. Understanding your limitations, and understanding the time frame, knowing that you have to spend some time, right? You understand that you need to participate, in a live classroom, doing market replay, right? You can even bring in pictures of your trades, and your coach will then begin to do what? Break those things down for you and help you. Now, here's a key thought, because you have to be thinking the right way, right? You don't want to risk real money while you're building your trading skill, because that's what you'll be doing. You'll be building a trading skill. Now, it's estimated, I don't know where people get the numbers from, but it is estimated, if you will, that 95% of people who don't have enhanced trading skills will lose their money, right? Participation, this is so key. You have to participate. I like to say all the time, you can't just look your way to $1 million. You can't look your way to $1. You have to practice. In other words, when you're in class and when you're given assignments, you have to actually do them, because you have to participate in an ongoing process. And it includes what? Recognition of the correct trades. It includes application of the rules, and then it includes what? Feedback, right? Feedback, right? Because this is how we learn. We learn through questions and answers, and that's what moves us through Bloom's taxonomy. In terms of learning, is the Q&A part, right? The giving and the receiving and the back and forth, the banter, right? Because once you have a full understanding, right? By going through our process, once you have a full understanding, and you should say to yourself, I can learn anything. If anybody can learn it, I can learn it. And once you have a full understanding of these following components, you have everything that you need. My people perish for the lack of knowledge. You have to know more in order to do more so that you can make more, right? So what do you have to know? You have to know how to forecast and recognize forecasting, right? That's where price should and shouldn't go. You have to be able to recognize the trade opportunities. You have to be able, you have to know when to execute. You have to understand how to manage, and then you have to be able to exit trades, right? And make split second decisions, right? It's vital that you not only recognize trades before they happen, but you have to develop and sharpen your skills as a trader as well. And so this is one of the things, this is one of the things that you have to do. And this is what our mentorship is all about. This is what I had to learn. This is the discipline that I had to have, from my mentors. And it's the same discipline that you have to have. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. All right. And then you get to the place where you show up in our trade room. And when we do that, it's very important. And my attorney, wonderful, wonderful attorney, Dr. Ronnie Rice, he made sure that I understood this, that you have to be solely responsible. You have to prove that your trades generate a positive outcome. You have to be 100% comfortable in following your trades. You have to understand all of the nuances of each trade setup. You have to agree that you are going to read financial reports, and we'll teach you how to do that. Read financial reports that'll help you understand not to put yourself in a place where you're having to incur additional risk. All right. You have to understand that no financial advice, no individual financial advice is given to you. So you cannot ask me or anyone on the staff, hey, I have this portfolio. What do you think I should do? Hey, I have this amount of money. What do you think I should do? We're not licensed to do that. We're talking strictly about a niche in the industry that allows you as a citizen of America and other, provinces that are accepted to participate in day trading, right? And so there are rules, the regulatory authorities and things of that nature. So we are not that's not what we do. We provide software and education and a strategy, and then we talk about the strategy in the trade room, but nothing else. So that would be your responsibility to agree to all of those things should you and when you do join us. Now, what we do is we talk about a trading plan. If you don't have a plan, so some people talk to it, I meet people all the time and they say, well, I'm a trader, I'm a day trader. Well, what's your day trading plan? Well, I just, I'm trying to get a couple ticks. No, what's the plan? What walks you into a trade? What determines if you take a trade? What determines if you don't take a trade? What determines if you close the book on this particular day and say, I won't take a trade this day at all? It's a no trade day. So first of all, we ought to teach you our plan. Our plan is forecasting. We ought to teach you how to understand price action, teach you how to understand where price should and should not go. Then we're going to teach you how to recognize when you have favorable conditions, when you have momentum, when you have market structure, when you have those conditions that are favorable. Then we're going to teach you how to understand how to enter into these positions. When do I get involved? When do I stay out? And then once I make the decision to get in, how do I preserve the capital? How do I make sure that I don't mismanage and I don't lose money, right? And then how do I exit efficiently? How do I control the losses that will come, right? How do I control them? You understand what I'm sharing with you? A trading plan. And now this is what we do. And this is what we teach. So, for example, our trading plan involves forecasting. Number one, we make sure that there are no announcements or reports that's going to hinder our trade. Number two, we want to make sure that we're following what we call the institutional leadership, the smart money. We don't want to get out there like that wildebeest that gets out there alone and gets eaten up by the lion. No. All right. Then we want to identify the structures. We want to understand the context of the market for today and what is it doing and where is it going and why should it go? How do we build a case? And then actually we stand back from a 90-foot view and look. And then we walk down to a 2-foot view and look, right? So we make sure that you understand all of those things, all of the aforementioned things. Now, guess what? After we do that, then now we have to recognize, okay, Now that I know where price should and should not go, okay, what's the probability of the price moving? I need to know that. That can be quantified. Okay, what is the market structure? I need to know that. That can be identified. And then what about the momentum? Is the market moving strong enough? That can be qualified. You understand what I'm saying? So this can be quantified, this can be identified, and this can be qualified. If you don't understand these things, then guess what? You'll be in a position where you take on more risk than you need to. And quite frankly, that's unnecessary. So what we do, this is a course, right? The software that we use is called the Brown Goose. This is a course that we teach you. You're going to learn all of these things within this course. Now, it's very critical that you understand that without any education, there can be no manifestation. There is no such thing as free. There is no such thing as luck when it comes to this market. It's very, very, very strategic, right? And so you need to understand pattern recognition. You need to understand charting basics. You need to understand the price action cycle. You need to know and understand the terms and the jargon, right? Does that make sense? Am I making a little bit of sense to you? So you need to define the 4 stages of price delivery. You need to understand how to define the price action cycle. If you are a trader and you don't understand the price action cycle, impulse, pullback, consolidation, reversal, continuation, if you don't understand the 4 stages, absorption, accumulation, strength, distribution, if you don't understand these things, then you are basically shooting at a target in a dark room with a blindfold on and a ski mask on top of it. Like literally, that's what you're doing if you don't understand this. I'm not saying I'm the only person in America in the world that can teach you this, but we can't teach you that. You should not be in that market if you don't understand the things that I just mentioned. And guess what? We have rubrics and we have measurables. Everything can be measured. There's no such thing as, well, I just lost a trade. It's just, it wasn't my day. No. There is something you did wrong. Did you miss a good entry? Did you enter late? Did you exit for no reason? Did you move your stop into no man's land? Did you exit late and give up profit? Did you trade against the direction? Did you trade against an area? Or did you do a double whammy, trade against direction and area at the same time? These violations are rooted in fear. These violations are rooted in greed. If you are fearful or if you are greedy, you will not be successful at trading. So, and I don't want to give you a lecture on that, but I mean that's really true and important. So, guess what? So, our goal is to get 80 ticks per day. 80 ticks per day, right? That's our goal. There's no guarantee being made right here, but we will guarantee you that we'll help you define, determine, and reduce your risk. We can guarantee you that we'll give you a world-class education. We can guarantee you that you'll understand technical analysis, and we can guarantee you that we'll give you the Brown Goose, which will give you a statistical edge in the market, right? So that's really important. So let's rush to what do we do today in our education room? We love to have you to be a part of that. So today in our education room, here's our chart. So coming out of the gate, we have 2 periods. One period we call a period of high risk, because in this period from 8:30 to 9 o'clock, you're taking 2 types of risk. You're taking price action risk and you're taking information risk. So here is fast, it's furious, it's volatile, but there are some people who take a percentage of their account and they say, hey, listen, I'm going to throw it in the high risk and I'm going to take the rest of my account and I'm going to keep it in my low risk strategy. Okay. So for the high risk today, $130 was made for those people who took trades in the high risk area per contract. All right. And then now for the low risk in this area, $565 was made. All right. For a grand total of $695 per contract. And so some people are at different levels. So those persons who were trading 10 contracts, they made $6,950 today. And those people who were trading 1 contract, they made $695 today. And so the contracts, well, how do I know how many contracts? Do you tell us that? No, that's financial advice. I don't tell you any any of that. You have to look at your account and decide what percentage of your overall account you're willing to put at risk in the market. That's your decision. Now, if you need some information, NinjaTrader is a broker, or you can have your own broker, but we do not give you financial advice. So in our room, how do we know people are making money? Well, they use the term bingo. You see David Posner, he's from Washington, D.C. He bingo today. That means he made money. Curtis Austin, he bingo today. That means he made money. Dennis Williams, he's from the state of Washington. He bingo today. That means he made money. Then David made it again. So look, this is 55 ticks, 142 ticks. And remember, our goal is just 80 ticks. So it was a great day in the market today for us. All right, so we'd love for you to be a part of what we're doing. Now, here is what we talk about, because we don't give you financial advice. There are people who have a portfolio, right? And they take just a small portion, a small slither of that entire portfolio, and then they do it themselves. Do it yourself. That's what DIY stands for, do it yourself. So you can take a small slither or a small portion of your own account. It's called self-directed. You can self-direct this portion, and you can then put it at risk in the market with our education. And we'd love to show you how we do that and what we do. If you would like to talk with us, if you would like to talk to some of our clients, they're willing to talk to you, because why? The truth is not hard to talk about, and the truth doesn't need to be hidden. So it's not just me. You can talk to our staff. You can talk to some of our clients, some of our students. They love to talk to you and talk to you about their results. And this is why they have those results, because they did not rush. They allowed themselves to go through our educational process so that they can reach the place where they could really be successful in the market. We even have some of our students who have decided that they wanted to try out for a prop firm. In other words, they've taken a test, and now they're being funded to trade money that's not even their own money. Here's the book that I wrote. It's called The Money Market Autopsy. Of course, an autopsy is a postmortem examination of the demise of a person. Well, I give you the demise of I take you through how we kill the market on a daily basis. So just go and pick that up at Amazon. You can read that at your leisure. If you want to know more information, go to www.moneymarketedge.com. Also, we have a link tree. You text the word profits to 94253. A link will come to your phone. You click that link when you come to your phone, and it'll open up a link tree, and you can go and listen to testimonials. You can look at me trading in action. You can look at some students, trades, things of that nature. As of this date right now, I don't know when you're looking at this, what year or what part of the country or the world you're in at the time you're looking at this, but on this particular day, our website is undergoing some changes. And so if you click on it, just wait an hour or two and go back to it. Okay. Hey, listen, I'm Cornelius Wilson Brown III, author of The Money Market, autopsy, chairman of Solomon Trading Institute, the senior developer of the Brown Goose software. And hey, listen, we would love for you to be a part of what we're doing. Hey, thank you for listening to me. Have a great day. And remember, it's the will of God that you prosper.